Dear friends and colleagues in the Micro Machines community, I am deeply honored to welcome you all to the first International Conference on Micro Machines and Applications. The event, which is held under these unusual circumstances, will enable, was enabled by the great editorial team of the MDPI Micro Machines, and I wish to take this opportunity to thank all those involved in the organizing of the event for their great contribution to providing their expertise and time to establish the occasion of all those who have and will participate to the conference. This represents a great opportunity to exchange ideas and remotely come to know each other. We all are aware of the auspices of caring research that might not have been at their best since early 2020. However, the curiosity of people cannot be set at a standstill by anyone and anything. One proof is that this conference, which was kindly called by MDPI Micro Machines at the end of the last year. This conference is unique as it offers anyone who wishes to attend free access to all sessions, all papers, and all valuable future materials resulting from these meetings. Few special issues are also targeted to be published within the best presented papers, which will be included at the discount rate for the in the special issue. Details will be and are provided right now in the website of the event. Although the pandemics of 2020 came with a great deal of inconvenience, it also created the right conditions that just validate some of our prior knowledge and drove us to some kind of meditation. One of these is stated below. When people focus their will and their efforts towards an objective and manage to collaborate, they will end up to be successful. Such example is the success of multiple vaccines elaborated in such a short time span. We all benefit and will benefit out of those. We will also learn to be more patient, to listen and help the ones that we are in contact with, family, friends, collaborators, colleagues. Traditionally, a conference is called to a venue such that the attraction of the location would add interest to the attendance. Unfortunately, this is not the case for this first event, for this first international conference on micro machines and application. If an in-person conference has its own challenges in logistics, the online conferences simplifies many of these issues, but also makes things more difficult from the time scheduling point of view. However, we shall try to overcome the time-related issues by posting the presentation submitted by the authors as accessible video files as well. I hope that the event will continue with a higher attendance next year. That time would be an in-person event. Again, I wish to take the opportunity to thank you all for the interest in participating to this conference and to the ones which will follow. The scope of the conferences covers a large field of microsystems and hence micro machines from the applications perspective. The conference proposed 9 different fields of interest under which we received and finally accepted 74 papers, which will be presenting during the next 16 days. As above mentioned, we also hope to be able to publish a special issue or more which will include the best papers presenting during this conference. There is a tradition that each welcome talk includes some food for thought. This one would not be different from that. The subject of thinking that I propose today, it's the speed at which the progress advances at the present time. About 12,000 years ago, the humanity started a journey through a lengthy process of improving the quality and quantity of the produced food through improved farming practices. That was the first agricultural revolution. Few more followed. There were three of all. Over the many centuries that followed, improvement of the agriculture represent an open topic today. Only about 250 years ago, the Industrial Revolution took a full swing. At the present time, we are crossing a process of a scientific revolution which got noted with an information revolution which started only a few decades ago, the last one. Both are going hand in hand at the present time, and the speed of progress induced by this is unprecedented. Micromachines and nanotechnologies play their own important role in this process, namely embedding intelligence in materials and structure, miniaturization, creation of functionalized materials, development of medical devices with great capability to monitor and maintain vital parameters within the human body, wearable devices, production of liposomes, embedding rigorous sequences of DNAs which fight full viruses, development of new materials for which either technology of fabrication or of disposal of technology would not leave any footprint on the environment. The efforts of this generation in acquiring knowledge bring significant value through its continuously transfer to the next generation as common knowledge which further will process the information and will yield novel perspective technologies and devices of which we might not even dream at this present time. I believe that it's amazing to be part of this great process, part of our evolution as researchers. Micromachines carry a very particular feature which might not be common to many other scientific branches, namely the multidisciplinarity. Micromachines found their applications anywhere and everywhere, from medical and healthcare to aerospace, from pharma to condition monitoring. The researchers who carry out research in micromachines should be aware that their ideas require to be animated by other researchers in their own field of disciplines who seek to improve a certain side in the performance of devices they are used in their field of expertise. Any industry could benefit from micromachines, the fast computation, and the machine learning. Even the classic occupations such as agriculture could benefit from micromachines. Hence, every single field of interest is well received within our community, and the findings are shared among the users. Although MEMS research community has a relatively limited number of publications, the first was a joint publication journal between IEEE and the SME, came first in 1991. Since then, very few publications gained the respect of the research community. Micromachines was very fast accepted by the MEMS researchers as a journal that promotes and encourages free thinking and novel ideas. A new generation of researchers grew strong, and their contribution to the field were hard to predict, say, 10 years ago. The proposed concepts are the result of the precedent, the results of the published findings in combination with the great imagination of the young generations, which are strongly driven by the interest in the environment and concerns about the climate change. In the present global scientific collaborative village, access to knowledge has been made easier. We are proud to acknowledge the great contribution again of the MDPI into providing access to knowledge for thousands of researchers, um, free access, as a matter of fact. It is vital to ensure a rigorous growth in knowledge by passing it to the new generation, all the data and all the information which might help in advancement of knowledge and the new findings. I believe that it's our duty of all the researchers to involve the new generation of curious people into projects as they are more than capable to contribute to the progress of knowledge in their field. In a few decades, they will be the ones reporting findings that now we crave to find solution to. If involvement of the young researchers in learning process of research is essential, as the young spirits can think without bounds or inhibited by any constrained path. We have the duty of involved in our present project of young people of all origin, gender, color, or religion, as knowledge has nothing to do with all these. Again, I wish to welcome everyone to participate to this conference, which will hopefully become a tradition within the microsystems community. Thank you.